Hello, I'm Alyson Grange coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show for you, Resurgent Africa. Amid the coups and the crises, there are many positive stories from Africa that often get overlooked, but not on this show. Today we take you to countries around Africa to tell you stories of hope, positivity and innovation, and give you a glimpse into the lives of the people who call this vibrant continent home.
Somaliland, the breakaway territory, claimed independence from Somalia in 1991. It's unrecognized across the globe, but its young women definitely deserve recognition. The society in Somaliland is very conservative. Women participating in sports is a big taboo, but these young women fought all of that. This is Somaliland's first all-girls basketball team. The young players are the winds of change as they follow their passion to play for their homeland.
We went to that basketball court, we were few, we were 7 of us, but then afterwards we started becoming bigger. We started, bringing other girls together, and now we're almost 30 girls playing in that basketball court under the name of the Hargeisa Basketball Girls.
These girls aspire to play and represent their country, but there's a catch. Somaliland is not recognized, which means global recognition is a difficult goal. But it hasn't stopped this team as they aim to put Somaliland on the world map.
Somaliland is looking for their recognition, and we believe that we could be part of bringing the recognition from this by wearing the flags, by talking about our country, by promoting it through the short video TikToks or the Instagram pictures that we do.
Initially, there were very few of them, but now it's a team of almost 30 girls. They play under the name of the Hargeisa Basketball Girls. The team was founded in 2018. It has a large online following and is now an inspiration for many others because they achieved all this by defying all odds.
One thing was that, in our religions, we're being told that we cannot play. Girls are not supposed to be playing, not only basketball, but any kind of sports. So in my school, they told us that we can't play, and there were PE lessons, there were PE periods in that, but then it was the only boys who were playing football at the football, court. For me, basketball is a therapy because it's the only thing that I do when I'm not feeling myself. It shows me who I am, and does it not only do that to me, but it also does to all these young girls. It shows them the ability that they can do something.
Their success has led to the formation of other female teams in Somaliland. These women might be young in age, but the change that they are bringing about is anything but that, one dunk at a time. Humans endure a wide range of painful experiences, from significant events like the death of a loved one or a breakup, to minor setbacks like losing a favorite pen or outgrowing a beloved sweater. Life is never easy. Consider, for example, the lives of those who have lost their limbs. This life-changing experience can have profound physical, emotional, and social impacts. Whether it's a hand, foot, arm, or leg, losing a limb can leave individuals feeling overwhelmed and uncertain about the future, as nothing seems to make sense at that moment. However, with patience, acceptance, and the right attitude, many courageous individuals manage to recover from limb loss and learn new ways to live their lives. In Nairobi, Kenya's capital, a clinic called Prothea Kenya is helping people without limbs reclaim their lives. They are providing them with prosthetic limbs. They are aiding these individuals in adapting and resuming their daily activities. This clinic is notable for being the first in the country to use 3D printing technology for prosthetic limbs. Dr. Nick, the founder of the company, established it to improve the quality of life for amputees.
Comparing between traditional way of making prosthesis and 3D printing, with 3D printing, we have significant customization based on the scanning of the patient's limb. This increases comfort for the patient. The second is the time it takes. With 3D printing, we can have the prosthetic made within 24 hours.
The clinic employs a unique approach to providing prosthetics. They first assess the specific needs of each patient, then they scan the affected area using a phone app. After completing the scans, a 3D model of the prosthetic is created, which is further sent to the 3D printer for the final printing process. Another distinguishing feature of this clinic is the cost of their products. The 3D printed prostheses are more affordable than traditional ones.
We get the raw material from polypropylene filaments that we import. And once we feed it to the 3D printer, then it is able to 3D print the socket. Now, compared with the traditional socket, this 3D printed one is significantly cheaper.
Traditional prosthetics cost between $1,600 to $3,500, while 3D printed prosthetics range from $800 to $1,400. The turnaround time is also much quicker with 3D printing.
The advantage of 3D printing is that you can quickly produce the prosthesis. The turnaround time is so much reduced. A patient can come and in less than 2 hours the patient is being trained to walk. We are doing what we call gait training. The disadvantage of this is that sometimes the patient is given a high hope. You want to finish it very fast, but the prosthetic user must use the prosthesis for some time so that you can see the pressure tolerable areas and the pressure sensitive areas.
The clinic has benefited dozens of people, printing more than 100 prosthetic pieces.
Which hata kama nilisengenezewa.
Even though I got the previous prosthesis, it was very hectic in that after walking for a bit, I would feel a lot of pain. It is after these struggles that I was then introduced to Prothea, who make prosthetics. When I went there, I found that their prostheses are very flexible, very affordable. They are cheap. They are very good.
Sasa hawa watu wa Prothea wanatengeneza hizo prosthetic.
When I went to Prothea, I got the free knee joint and the single multi-axis foot. The one I was using, the one with the locked knee, I was walking, it was so stiff, and even if I want to walk faster, like the way I'm walking now, it was limiting me to walk faster. And at the same time, the foot itself was not flexible compared to this. This one is flexible. I think I'm comfortable and confident working with it.
For those who can't come to the clinic, Prothea provides mobile services reaching out to those in need. The innovative work being done at this Nairobi clinic is a beacon of hope and progress for amputees. By combining cutting-edge technology with a compassionate approach, they are transforming lives, hence proving that with the right support and resources, overcoming even the most daunting challenges is possible. Heart issues, obesity, a poor immune system, joint stiffness. It's a long list. An unhealthy lifestyle can cause many problems, and most of them persist throughout our lives because we're slaves to technology that makes our lives simpler, but also in many cases contributes to poor health. But the South African nation of Zimbabwe has come up with a way to push its citizens towards a healthy lifestyle. The Zimbabwean authorities are urging citizens to use cycles as a mode of transportation. If you're wondering why, here's your answer. Jacob Mafume, mayor of the country's capital city of Harare, has said that most health problems ail society because we sit all the time. Meanwhile, cycling to work can have health and environmental benefits. The mayor has a point here. Cycling benefits you in numerous ways. It can help lower your weight because it burns calories and reduces fat levels. Cycling helps lower the cholesterol levels in the body. This in turn helps boost cardiovascular health and lowers the chances of strokes and heart attacks. The pedaling strengthens your leg joints without overstressing them. And the benefits aren't limited to physical health. Cycling also improves mental health because it reduces stress, depression, and anxiety. There's more. Studies have revealed that cycling can reduce the risk of certain types of cancers. According to a 2019 research, it also reduces risks of breast cancer treatment, including fatigue. By urging people to cycle to work, Zimbabwe is not only trying to solve issues pertaining to its citizens' health, it's also trying to resolve shortcomings posed by the lack of proper infrastructure, because Zimbabwe battles a broken public transit system, poor road conditions, and fuel shortages. It is a low-income country with many development challenges, and people's woes are only increasing as the nation struggles with hyperinflation and currency instability. This is where your two-wheeled, often overlooked friend comes in, because bicycles are cost-effective and easily available. But they don't just help people, they're also good for the environment. Bicycles promote a clean environment because they don't use fossil fuel and they reduce both road congestion and accidents. Instead of feeling sorry for themselves, Zimbabweans are focusing on solutions, and their solution-oriented mindset is worth taking inspiration from. Zimbabwe is not killing two, but many birds with one stone. From becoming world leaders to heading big corporates. From climbing up the Everest to piloting into space, there's nothing impossible for today's women. Over the past few decades, women have overcome significant societal barriers. Their resilience, enthusiasm, determination, and the will to succeed has only grown stronger. And these four women are a befitting example. This group of young women engineers from northern Africa's Tunisia are dreaming of breaking the glass ceiling. They have earned significant recognition in Europe and have reached the finals of a prestigious European Inventors Award with their groundbreaking smart wheelchair. In a nation like Tunisia, which is grappling with severe crises, this project serves as a beacon of hope. This marks the first time a Tunisian team has advanced to the final stage. They competed against 550 other applicants. The team achieved this feat with their smart wheelchair. It's called the MovoBrain. It offers users the ability to move via a touchpad, voice commands, facial gestures, and a headset that detects brain signals. The inspiration for this innovative wheelchair came from one team member's experience with her uncle.
I have an uncle who was disabled and had health problems. He had to use a wheelchair to move around. Unfortunately, he was totally dependent, so the need was right in front of my eyes. I talked to my friends and we decided to do something with the technology we've mastered so that we can make a product afterwards. There are so many people who could benefit from it.
So, she and her three friends set out to create a product that could assist people with similar needs. Despite Tunisia's profound political and economic challenges, this team stands tall with their invention. One member, Kaula Ben Ahmed, believes that reaching the finale is a significant achievement. It will bring them visibility and credibility. She notes the difficulty in convincing investors of the innovation and the usefulness of their solution for people with reduced mobility.
The idea of MovoBrain came from the needs of these people to develop technology that would allow them to control their wheelchair without even moving their hands. Even if they don't speak, or their voice isn't very clear, they can still move and steer their wheelchair using their thoughts or facial expressions. They can also control the wheelchair by the sound of the voice, if they wear it well.
More than 44% of engineers in Tunisia are women, and Ahmed believes that Tunisia provides a supportive ecosystem for startups. The team plans to deliver their first 4 wheelchairs to an organization in eastern Tunisia and hopes the feedback will help them improve their product.
There are people with reduced mobility who, at home, have to ask for help to move around, to make even small movements or simply to turn towards the television. There are also people with reduced mobility who can't even speak. Simply asking someone to turn the chair to one side is extremely difficult. So, psychologically, it's very difficult to be dependent on someone to only get around.
The all-female team will now compete against two other finalists from the Netherlands and Ukraine. The final competition will take place on July 9th in Malta. The Young Inventors Prize honors exceptional inventors under the age of 30. The award is of $21,600 for first place, $10,748 for second, and $5,374 for third. This achievement highlights the potential of young Tunisian women. Their success serves as an inspiration not just to women in Tunisia, but to aspiring inventors and entrepreneurs worldwide. By pushing boundaries and leveraging their talents, they are not only advancing technology, but also paving the way for a more inclusive and hopeful future. This accomplishment is a reminder that with determination and support, groundbreaking advancements are possible even in the most challenging environments. From topping global charts to breaking records and to viral numbers, music from Africa is sweeping the world. So much so that the Grammys this year had to create a separate category for the genre. The world is dancing to Africa's tunes, but African music is not just about the famous Afrobeats or pop songs that quickly become a sensation. It's much more diverse. While many subgenres have made a global impact, there are others waiting to transcend borders. And one such subgenre is Gabon's Cham, a music born in the prisons of Gabon. Cham is a slang that basically means brawl. So the music expresses a lot about violence among the working class neighborhoods, including robberies and assaults. The genre began with dance and music came afterwards. Inspired by rap, Afrobeats and traditional Central African music, Cham is now the most enjoyed music among Gabon's youth. Its artists are notching up millions of views.
Cham left prisons and reached the streets. You need to understand that the word Cham basically means to fight. That's why they often have their fists clenched when they dance. Surely it's a fight to regain freedom.
Though inspired by other popular genres, it has its own instruments including zithers, flutes and brass. Most artists use slang in their lyrics, saying they have mastered the language of Gabon's ghettos. Those who have spent time in prison hope to counter prejudice they have faced with their music.
We touch on what we see in our daily life. It's what we see that we convey in our music. Even though people have bad impressions of it, we talk about what we see.
In just months, Cham's songs are gaining hundreds of thousands of views. The surging numbers are giving these artists the confidence of taking their art global.
I'd love to see Cham music reach outside Gabon, because our music is well listened to at home, which is good, but it needs to be discovered in new countries, new horizons. That truly is my goal, for Cham music to reach outside and if possible, have featurings with artists from outside. In our Cham music movement, this is really my goal.
To take their music to different parts of the world, Cham artists are coming up with creative promotional strategies on social media. Social media platforms have contributed immensely to the boom in African music. From viral trends on TikTok to comic reels on Instagram and streams on music platforms like Spotify, it's helped amplify the careers of several African musicians. And now, Cham artists are also tapping into it. And with every song they release, they are hoping to create another viral rhythmic trend.
And that's all on the show for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to First Post. Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alyson, Grange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global south. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.